Good evening and welcome to State of Business on Now Television. I'm Chamut Fernando. Let's have a look at the headlines. President holds discussions to expedite digitalization process. Government expecting to reduce electricity tariffs by considerable amount, President says. Now the news in detail. President Kumar Dissanayake has unveiled an ambitious plan to digitally transform Sri Lanka within the next 3 years. Speaking at the Presidential Secretariat with representatives from the Chamber of Commerce yesterday, the President outlined initiatives to elevate the country's global standing through digitalization.
Chamber members pledged their voluntary support for economic development. The discussion touched on pressing challenges and future goals across key sectors such as insurance, banking, tourism, construction and SMEs. President Dissanayake also emphasized the government's commitment to economic recovery, introducing new tax concessions for public benefit and prioritizing energy autonomy through upcoming reforms in the Electricity Act. He further revealed plans to reduce electricity costs and enhance the Electricity Board's efficiency to improve public service delivery. Among those in attendance were President of the National Chamber of Commerce, Deepal Nelson, Secretary of the Chamber, Dr. Lakmal Fernando, Managing Director of Selinco General Insurance, Patrick Alves, and CEO of Pan Asia Bank, Nalin Nedirisinghe.
President Kumar Dissanayake expressed a commitment to lowering energy costs, attracting foreign investments and restructuring the diplomatic service for improved Sri Lanka's market access globally. The President made these remarks at a meeting with officials from the Export Development Board at the Presidential Secretariat yesterday.
The meeting focused on steps to reduce electricity tariffs significantly over the coming years, aligning with the goal of establishing economic independence. President Dissanayake highlighted the government's push for a single service window to streamline export processes, integrating Sri Lanka customs with other agencies. He also emphasized that digitalization is critical to enhancing the efficiency of export-related services. Exporters from sectors such as construction, logistics, IT, fish exports, gems and jewelry, and spices shared industry challenges and explored solutions. The discussions further addressed the government's strategy to boost export income through investment promotion, regulation, research and development, and infrastructure improvement.
In a meeting with the Sri Lanka Banks Association, President Kumar Dissanayake emphasized his administration's neutral stance aiming to drive national economic recovery with impartial decision-making. During the discussion held at the Presidential Secretariat yesterday, the President underscored the banking sector's crucial role in fostering growth, particularly in supporting micro, small and medium enterprises.
With no special affiliations to any business or development sectors, President Dissanayake expressed a commitment to fair decisions that prioritize economic resilience. Addressing the challenges of economic crises, he urged responsible banking practices to ensure mutual benefits for banks and entrepreneurs alike. He also highlighted the substantial impact of Sri Lanka's informal sector and stressed the importance of formalizing measures that protect livelihoods. The President's goal includes the rollout of a national digital ID within 18 months as part of a broader push for digital transformation and a transparent economic environment. Banking sector representatives in attendance included key figures such as Sri Lanka Banks Association Chairman Bingumal Tevaratantri and executives from Commercial Bank, Sampath Bank, Selam Bank and others.
Stay tuned, we will return after this commercial break. Welcome back. Emirates Professor of Economics, Premachandra Athukorala emphasized the need for a trade-oriented production shift to secure a primary surplus essential for effective debt management once International Monetary Fund program comes to an end. Professor Athukorala said this speaking at a public lecture hosted by the Center for Banking Studies in Colombo recently.
Even if we implement the IMF package fully and come out of the crisis, still we are in a very challenging situation. We are going to end the crisis with a huge debt overhang. Foreign debt, according to IMF estimate, would be closer to 70 billion. And total debt would be about 104-5% of GDP. In this context, the topic we are going to talk is very important, right? In order to repay debt, we need to run a primary surplus in order to create surpluses to repay debt. At the same time, since we do not have monetary sovereignty, all of our debt has been denominated in foreign currency. Even though this is not highlighted in the IMF documents, concurrently, we need to run a primary surplus, at the same time surplus in the current account. Then to do that, the only way would be to restructure the economy from non-tradable bias to tradable bias, to make the tradable sector, particularly export-oriented manufacturing, the dynamic sector of the economy.
Speaking further, Professor Premachandra Athukorala challenged conventional views on export orientation, urging a shift from traditional horizontal specialization in individual products to embrace vertical specialization. He pointed out that this approach focuses on specific tasks and components with products, which is increasingly vital in today's global trade landscape.
When you look at the recent election manifestos, every party talk about export-oriented industrialization. But this debate is not made in the context of the ongoing changes in the global economy. People talk about export orientation in the conventional fashion of specializing in individual product. Exporting garment, if it's not enough, then you want to move to exporting automobile or other products. In other words, we are locked in the idea of horizontal specialization. But the most dynamic element of world trade is based on vertical specialization. Specialization in tasks and component within product. Think about the automobile. We do not have comparative advantage to produce automobile from the beginning to end and export. But automobile, a car, has about 3,000 components in a normal car, right? If you talk about a sophisticated car, there can be more components. Then specialization in a particular component is the way to enter the car market if you want.
The culinary spotlight is on Kandy as it gears up to host the prestigious Culinary Champions competition set to take place at Sahas Uyana from the 31st of October till the 2nd of November. Bringing together the finest chefs from across Sri Lanka, this highly anticipated event will crown the nation's Culinary Champion of 2024.
Organized by Lanka Exhibition and Conference Services and supported by Kandy, Nuwara and Cultural Triangle Hoteliers Association, the competition celebrates Sri Lanka's rich culinary heritage while encouraging modern innovation. Chefs will compete in 17 categories from traditional Sri Lankan cuisine to creative categories like fruit and vegetable carvings, desserts and tea crafting. Renowned chef Alan Palmer, with over 60 years in the industry, will lead a panel of judges evaluating competitors on creativity, technique and taste. Audiences can enjoy live cooking demos, while sponsors like Unilever Food Solutions Sri Lanka, Litrogas and Standard Holdings bring additional support to the event. Culinary Champions 2024 offers a vibrant platform for chefs, pastry artists and culinary students to showcase their skills and explore the diversity of Sri Lankan cuisine.
Stay tuned for the stock update. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on positive notes today.
The All Share Price Index gained by 24.98 points to close at 12,770.58. And the S&P SL20 gained by 8.59 points to close at 3,864.32. The turnover was 7 billion rupees and over 146 million shares were traded.
Up next are Forex rates. That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe our channel on YouTube, follow us on Facebook. Take care and good night.